Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tosh from Stack Trading, and today was a nice money making Monday. I'm gonna go over two of the standout trades that we had today, one being AMC and the other being BlackBerry. These were two of the hottest stocks coming into the morning, having a lot of momentum with some of the pre market action that it had. So I'll go over how we traded it, and I'll also be going over where we see both AMC and BB going from here, right? On the daily chart, they both had pretty significant pullbacks, but it's holding. So that's very, very important to take into consideration which levels are holding and how to make sure you protect yourself in case things go south. So, with that being said, let's get right into how we traded AMC. So initially, AMC in the morning action, you could see here was gapping up, closed Friday right around $48, and we were gapping up right around 50 bucks. And actually here during pre-market, we were going over our pre-market analysis. We actually called for a long hair 49.50 on AMC. So a few of our traders actually took the pre-market trade, and granted, if they had, AMC ripped up to 52.50 before the market even opened. So had you taking that trade, it broke out above that pre-market high. Um, it would have been a great reward right out of the gates before the market even opened. However, most of our traders actually trade options contracts, including myself. So we had to be a little more patient, right? We had to wait for the proper setup and not just buy blindly right out of the gates. So with AMC, we wanted to see if we could break out of either that pre-market high, or B, which we would prefer, is if the stock had a pullback and then gave us an entry from then on. So as you can see with AMC, that's exactly how it played out. Opened right around 52 bucks, pulled down as low as 51.50, and then once it rallied back up to 52.30, 52.40, we attacked, we picked up our call options, and within minutes, AMC ripped up to 56 bucks. Now, I ended up taking my profits right around that $54 to $55 range, because I had definitely exceeded my daily goal, right there out of the opening gates. So it ended up being just a really quick trade right out of the gates. A lot of our traders ended up taking their profits. But one thing that we constantly preach is, if you are in that trade and you're up a significant amount and you want to give it a chance to run, at least put your stops at break even so you protect yourself in case things go against you. So a lot of our traders did that, stuck with the trade. I actually ended up getting back here on this little bull flag right here around 55.40. I did get poked out, unfortunately, once it took out this green candlestick. So I took a very, very small loss, gave back about a third of the gains that I made on the initial trade. A third to a fourth, I think it was actually closer to a fourth, a quarter of the gains that I made. But I did get back in once I saw it bounce back off of that date, that intraday 5 minute AMA. That's one of our go-to plays. Once that started to happen, got back in, shot up to 57, 58 bucks, and I ended up taking my profit right around here, around 58.50. Now, it did trade as high as 59.70, and a lot of our traders stuck with it. Some got out around 59.30. Some, threw their stops at 59 bucks once it shot through there. But nonetheless, it ended up being the first two trades, really nice home runs right out of the gates with AMC. Now from here, AMC kind of died out, right? Slowly trended to the downside, reclaimed that, came down to that support, where the initial flag occurred right there around $53. And ever since then, we're just drifting sideways. Nothing's really happening. Just now we did have some volume kick in, so I think there's a good chance AMC could retest that high. But for the foreseeable future, maybe for the rest of the day, I think as long as AMC can hold $53 to $54 on the day, I think AMC will continue to rally. On the daily chart, you are having that daily AMA start to catch up to the price action. That was always a big concern for us as AMC started to shoot up to $60, $70, $72. The daily AMA was too far away, right? Stocks just don't only go up, they do have fluctuations. No matter how good the news is, no matter how pumped up the stock is, it will eventually have that pullback where people are taking profits and potentially even shorting the stock. So for AMC, I think it's gone through that through Friday and Thursday, and we're gearing up for another run. So fasten your seatbelts. If you're long AMC, just make sure you protect yourself on the potential downside. The dangerous thing about these stocks, these meme stocks, is that they can pull back very aggressively. But as long as you have your risk um, in line, everything's gonna be a-okay. So for our trading room, we're calling 53.54. As long as it can hold that, I think AMC will continue to rise. If we break out of that pre-market or the intraday high, I think we could see AMC back up to 65, maybe even $70 by today. So let's see how things play out. It's currently trading at $58 right now. The moving averages start to move up. Let's see how things play out. Another stock that ended up being really good for us, also another meme stock which just hit a high, we have traders in this as well, is BlackBerry, BB. BB, initially out of the gates, I actually took a loss on BB during the pre-market. Behaving very similar to AMC, was gapping up, was flagging here, broke out of that pre-market high. I went long, immediately got stopped out, put in a topping tail bar. I got stopped out, but as BB started to reclaim 1450, I said, you know what? This wants to run. I saw AMC climbing, bull flagging, and I was like, you know what? Let's give this another shot. Got back in the BB, and boom, this thing ripped up through $15. I got out right around here, around 1530, utilizing that bar by bar stop, and ended up making by far more than I lost the initial trade and then some. So overall, ended up being a net positive trade. I did end up getting back into BB as it pulled back here and started to flag. I got back in at 1511, and then it tried to break out here, failed, but the AMA was holding. That's always a key reference point for us in the live trading room. And then once we started to break back up above 1530, I added into the position, throwing my stops here at 1510, and then we got the push up to high of day. Once this happened, I ended up taking my profits right around here. I took off half at 1570, and I took the second half off using that bar by bar stop right at 1552. So overall, really great trade both on AMC and BB. BB, I think, just hit a high. We were calling to go long here at 1562. Some of our traders have been holding it for quite a while. The second trade that I took on BB, I actually ended up being in that trade for an hour. So not ideal for a day trader, but sometimes, the move just isn't happening as quickly as you'd like, and you just have to stick with it. You have to stick with your stops and let it do its thing. So the good thing about the market is a lot of times it'll reward you for, having good practices with a lot of your trades. So same thing with BB here. I think you would have been in this trade for close to another hour, about 50 minutes, but you're finally getting that breakout on the high. So overall, like I said, very good trade here. Yeah, let's see, sorry, just double checking the room here. Everyone's doing great. Cool. We had some other trades as well, such as LI and Fubo, that ended up being really good returns for us. Obviously they had some news. Fubo launched on the live TV. LI have some price target upgrades. So there was really money to be made all over the place today. So the key is, guys, to have a few names that you watch right out of the gates. Keep an eye on it. If it has the volume that you're looking for, if it has the setup that you're looking for, take the play. Manage your risk. Make sure that you're not taking bigger losses than you should be. Have your daily goal in mind, and once you hit it, it's up to you, when you want to take profits or even call it quits, right? But at the end of the day, you always just want to end the day green. Profits are profits. So that's going to do it for us, guys. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, what were some of your standout trades today, and where do you see AMC and both BB going from here? I think this is a very pivotal point for the stock to see if it wants to either continue this rally or potentially have a failed breakout. As of now, it does look like it wants to break out and continue that upwards momentum, which I'm pretty excited for. I'd like to see the volatility with AMC, GameStop, BB, all these good names. So comment below. What do you think is going to happen over the next few days? Like I said, that's going to do it for us, guys. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.